Above the noisy stream, like a great ship run aground before the walls of Segovia, stands the church of San Millán. Surprisingly, its builders decided to copy the far-off Pyrenean Cathedral of Jaca in Aragon. They brought the building plan to Segovia, including its flaws. As in the Cathedral of San Pedro de Jaca, the Segovia builders planned to cap the three naves with stone cupolas. But the plans changed during the works. The domed solution was finally discarded, and the naves were covered with lighter wooden cladding. This ancient armature, carved in Valsayan pine, corresponds to the remains which can now be admired in the underground parish museum. Noteworthy are several elements of the embellishment of the central nave. There are two types of corbels, one of nacelle among scrolls, and the other of a palmette-shaped bow, both of Cordoban origin. The concave segment coverings in one case feature a Star of David in their center. The phrase, "the power is of Allah," appears on the partitions in flowery Kufic characters that testify to the origin and faith of the sculptors. Motifs of stems, palmettes, pine cones, and four-leaved flowers cover the visible parts of the cladding. Its forms are reminiscent of other North African decoration, as seen in the Great Mosque of Cordoba or in the Alfajarilla of Zaragoza. Much like those on the reliefs are several layers of paint, which light up the cladding with color, highlighting the ornamental motifs on dark backgrounds of indigo blue or charcoal black. Intense red lines, made from earth and vermilion pigments, frame the spaces of geometric and vegetation images, and highlight the veins of the stems and leaves. These reddish frames, which divide up the composition, are enlivened with pearly white lead circles or dots. The vegetation and the flowery calligraphy retain only traces of the yellowish tones obtained perhaps with orpiment, arsenic crystal, which would contrast and highlight the images and create a sense of depth where there is only a subtle bas-relief. The ensemble is a huge and incomplete puzzle. Though several attempts have been made to unravel the mystery, none is entirely satisfactory. Were the three naves clad in carved wood as the most accepted of the hypotheses proposes? Was the central nave covered with a double-strapped ridge piece, and the side naves clad with hanging panels? What changes did the ceiling of the main nave undergo during those two stages? The ceiling of San Millán still hides its secrets.